From Studio 15 in Lafayette, this is News 15 at 10.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for News 15 at 10. I'm Jazmin Thibodeaux. Well, the 75th Golden Globe Awards ceremony just wrapped up in Los Angeles. The awards honor the best in film and television for the year 2017. Talk show host Seth Meyers hosted the ceremony for the first time. Media mogul Oprah Winfrey was honored tonight with the Cecil B. DeMille Award. The award is given to a talented individual who has made an incredible impact on the world of entertainment. This year, many of the luminaries at the ceremony, including Winfrey, wore black to show their support for victims of sexual assault. And while celebrities gathered in California, the Saints and their league foe, the Carolina Panthers, met up in New Orleans for a wild card playoff. Taylor, I saw you pacing during the game. Taylor, how great of a day is it for the Saints?
Could not stop pacing.
Thanks, Taylor. Well, while it was a great Sunday for Saints fans, we did experience a pretty wet day for those of us who went outside. When will we see sunshine again? Let's check in with forecaster David Dockamp for the latest. Hey, David. Thanks, David. Well, a shooting in Iberia Parish left 2 men injured. Deputies are still searching for the gunman. Sheriff's Office spokesman Major Wendell Rayburn says the shooting happened around 1:30 this afternoon at the corner of Schott and Anderson Streets. The 2 victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The motive is unknown at this time, but Rayburn says the victims are not cooperating. And a Lafayette man is behind bars after a shooting yesterday left another man injured. 32-year-old Ronald George is charged with attempted second-degree murder. He's accused of shooting 36-year-old Joseph Stevens yesterday. The shooting happened around 5 a.m. in the 100 block of Veranda Street. Stevens was found shot inside of a vehicle that was found in a ditch. George's bond is set at $150,000. And in state news, a 3-vehicle crash in the Baton Rouge area sends multiple people to the hospital. It happened after 2 this morning between Gross Ted and Port Allen. Authorities say 20 people were taken to 3 different hospitals. The crash involved an 18-wheeler, a party bus, and 1 other vehicle on I-10 East. No word on what caused the crash. And medical marijuana continues to be a hot topic. Louisiana officials are trying to understand what U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' dictate on federal marijuana means for the state. No matter what it means, though, officials are aiming to have medical marijuana available to patients by the summer. Agencies are seeking further guidance from the Federal Department of Justice. Sessions is ending an Obama-era policy that kept federal authorities from cracking down on legalized marijuana in states. The big question is, will this impact states with medical, not recreational, pot sales? And Hub City Hunter Jumper Association hosts their 2017 Hats and Horses Banquet. The awards ceremony honored young girls for their participation and hard work in horse riding and horse care. The program made sure every girl was recognized. Well, one young girl from St. Martinville decides to take on a challenge, a task inspiring her to read over 100 books. News 15's Paris Flanagan caught up with her to see how close she got to her goal.
My favorite book is...
And Daly says if she can do it, so can you. She encourages everyone to pick up a book and set a goal. Her new goal is to reach 135 books. And coming up, former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon is expressing regret over a recent move against the Trump family. Find out why. Welcome back. An about-face from former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, now expressing regret for the statements he made about President Trump's son in the new book, Fire and Fury. President Trump was back on Twitter today slamming the book and its, quote, totally discredited author. NBC's Jennifer Johnson has the story from Washington. A water main break adds to weather woes at New York's JFK Airport. Employees working to clear the water from the floor inside Terminal 4 this afternoon, with the mess just adding to flight delays which started last week when the airport closed amid a winter storm. Reopening a day later, the damage was already done. Airline passengers are complaining of long waits on the tarmac, followed by hours of waiting for baggage. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which runs the airport, blames a, quote, cascading series of issues for the problems, including extreme cold, frozen equipment, and staff shortages. And in world news, police in Stockholm, Sweden says a 60-year-old man died of his injuries following an explosion outside of a subway station today. The blast took place about 11 a.m. just outside a subway station in a residential district in Greater Stockholm. According to police, the man picked up a suspected hand grenade and it went off in his hand. The explosion also injured the man's 45-year-old companion. Her injuries were described as minor. Authorities say they do not suspect terrorism. Swedish police say they have seen a rise in the use of hand grenades by criminal groups in the country. And a wildfire burned out of control in South Australia today. Fire officials said some 20,000 acres have been scorched as the area dealt with 100-degree-plus heat. Fanned by strong winds, the fire raced across the countryside. Huge plumes of smoke blocked out the sun, creating an eerie glow. Some buildings have gone up in flames along with tractors. Firefighters said they were stretched to the limit. One crew had to take shelter in their truck as the fast-moving fire burned over them. Thankfully, no one was injured. Well, it was a wet day today. Let's check in with David for a look at the forecast. Hey, David. Well, welcome back. We're over here talking about the Saints win that happened earlier today.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Everyone is so pumped up. There was a video on Facebook. I should have saved it so we could have shown it. But Mark Ingram had a Snapchat of everybody in the locker room. They are going bananas.
Yes,
I saw
are.
Coach, the coach was dancing
Yeah.
in the middle of like a,
Oh my God,
almost
yeah.
like a Soul Train line. He was like, getting it.
Everyone's so
It was-
excited.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, it was insane. If you want to see that video, though, head on over to my Facebook page, Taylor Trichet, and you can find it for yourself.
Nice
Selfless plug.
slide in there. But you know, another thing we were talking about is this up and down weather that's going on here in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of it.
No, it's a roller coaster, and make it stop, please.
I wish I could, if I controlled the weather, I wouldn't be working weekends, I promise you. But let's take a look at what we're dealing with on Futurecast. We've got a chance for showers throughout the night tonight. 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, as you get ready for work, you're going to see some rainfall across Acadiana. That rain shower activity pushes out of the area by noontime. Clouds, though, stay in our forecast for the next several days. Tonight, we'll keep the rain chance at 100%, and we are looking for a few thunderstorms to be embedded within the rain showers tonight. Winds will be out of the south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head to tomorrow, a high temperature at 63 with a morning rain chance. We'll start to see cloud cover through Wednesday. Thursday, another round of showers. That's associated with the cold front. Next weekend, we will top out in the 50s on Saturday. On Sunday, our high temperature is 45. So, yeah, roller coaster. Sorry about it.
Well, I'm happy until after Thursday.
Right. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we'll still see the clouds and everything. So.
Of course. So check this story out. I think y'all will find this pretty entertaining. Well, it's that time of the year when people take down their Christmas trees. One way to recycle the trees is to let goats eat them.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's what they did in Arlington, Washington. People brought their trees to the New Moon Farm Goat Rescue and Sanctuary, where the goats were more than happy to feast on the trees. The Goat Rescue and Sanctuary has rescued more than 1,500 goats over the past 20 years. It's about 50 miles north of Seattle.
I love goats.
Look
Oh
how
my God.
cute.
That is
It's
cute.
so cute. Too bad we don't have that here for us to be able to do that.
I know.
Well, thank you, everyone. Be safe and have a good night.